Hi, Sister Jean. This is my presentation called Dreaming of a Higher Future by me, and I'll be going through my goals, aspiration, how they'll help for myself in my own individual life and for the world, and also connecting it with the overall theme from the Catholic social teachings. So to begin with, my aspirations and goals. Okay. So first off, my first aspiration / goal is to first continue my studies at Boston College and become a BC graduate, while also pursue my profession to become a criminal lawyer. And when it comes to law school, I actually want to go to BC Law, and if not, a law school around Massachusetts to continue my studies there. And then I also want to continue on the side, to continue to work on my drive and self-motivation after the semester. Before being in your class, I had difficulty when it came to time management and it came to study skills, but being in your class with the people that you brought in and through the learn readings, it helped me to learn how to self-study, self-analyze my patterns, like for example, the Cornell note-taking method, and also with the time management plan when it came to breaking down the tasks I need to do and actually having it done through a set amount of time instead of just doing it last minute without really knowing what I'm doing. And then also to invest time in practicing and continuing my study skills and prioritizing my mental health. I already talked about my study skills, but my mental health, I didn't really learn much about BC or the resources here. But with this semester, with me being pregnant and balancing 2 jobs, with the nighttime school, it was a lot of stuff to actually handle and put together. So the resources I'll say later on, that's something I actually want to continue using, and that's a goal of mine throughout the semester, my years at BC, and so on. And this is a picture of my goal to just be in the field and graduate. So I really enjoyed the BC staff and resources. That's one of the things that set this course apart from others, as we actually got a speaker named Jacob. He was from the Connors Family Learning Center, and I always seen the Connors Family Learning Center, but I really didn't know much of the details except for the tutoring and what it provided. But what surprised me, first of all, was the availability of the tutoring services, because it was from Monday through Sunday, surprisingly, because I thought it was closed on weekends, and also the subjects they taught, like prereqs, course subjects, and also language courses. And for language courses, I found out that they actually got the natives from those countries or people that excelled in the courses at BC to teach the classes, so you'll be in good shape. And they also provide academic coaching when they kind of analyze how you self-study, your goals for the future, how you want to go about your studies at BC, and how to improve and make you a better student academically and successfully. And also another thing I actually really enjoyed was the flexibility for in-person and Zoom sessions, because I thought all the sessions were had to be in person, but depending on the tutor, they could do a Zoom session, because for me, my schedule gets kind of hectic. So being with the in-person or the Zoom option gives me more flexibility. A second resource, like I said earlier, was on the student of the Wellness Center, because we had a speaker named Janine Kramer, and she told us the services such as a wellness check, same-day consultations, WellTrack app, and learning how to manage stressors and emotions. So that's one thing that I liked a lot. When it came to the wellness check, we actually did that during the beginning of the semester. I had a consultation with a person from the BC resources, and they actually gave me a consultation about what was stressing me out, what was my concerns, what I want to do, and how I want to manage that. Another thing I want to explain was the same-day consultations. If you're having a really bad day and you want to talk to somebody about what's going on, you're feeling overwhelmed, you don't have to schedule an appointment, you could just walk in, they could talk to you. That's another thing that I really liked about it. And when it came to WellTrack app, it's basically an app that you can just listen to calming music, kind of put yourself in a more stable state, and kind of go from there and analyze your behavior. And another thing that I liked a lot was their support during finals week, because they actually bring in dogs to service dogs help calm you down, which I liked a lot. And they provide food and drinks for people. They provide a whole set of people to actually talk to too, because finals get very stressful and we don't really know who to talk to, or the stress of actually acing the exam kind of takes a person too much over the edge. And that's why I'm connected to this quote. It's not the stress that kills you, it's the way they react to it that does. And having this resource of the Wellness Center will help me a lot during my times that I'm feeling very anxious or feeling that I'm overwhelmed. I'll be going there for future reference. And there's a picture I put, help take away the rain from yourself. 10, go to the third one. And this next slide is how does your gifts and talents with your BC education help you to have hope in your own life? I said for myself, I said my gifts are my charisma and my communication skills, because I learned through my service work that like I was able to connect with the students, actually understand where they're coming from, regardless of their background or their limited expression when it came to English. And this actually kind of made me, value my communication skills when it came to that. And also, I wanted to prioritize my BC education it gave me, because of everything that I learned through the sources, through the library, the teachings, and everything like that helped me to be able to express myself in a way that I couldn't be able to before when I was in high school, because it was very limited and I didn't really know what I was saying or how to go about it. So it gave me a better structure and how to communicate with others, and also how I can help myself and my family. And the last slide I want to talk about is called Connection Point to Everything / theme, immigration, educational opportunities / access. So I first want to start off with my upbringing, because my parents are from Cape Verde, my dad, and my mom's from Vietnam. So growing up, we had like a different type of background. I saw the discrimination. I saw discrimination they got from the way they talked, and through their immigration phases as they immigrate to this country, the cultural customs they had to learn, how they had to communicate with people, what they had to let go from their own country to adapt to this culture. It reminded me of like my Brazilian classmate when she got discriminated based on her accent, because it happened to my mom and my dad. Because when it came to like talking, my Brazilian classmate said like how she got belittled, and she had her dignity kind of diminished because of how they treated her and how they talked to her, because since she wasn't an American, they thought that she couldn't like do the job when it came to representing the company that she worked at. And this goes in line with the educational opportunities access, because both my parents didn't really get much of education, as the most they got was a middle school / high school education, so they never finished. And being here and having the opportunity to do so makes my family feel happy. So that's what gives me hope and gives my family hope, because they never got to see it, but see the kids do it gives them little hope in that aspect. And also the service that I did relates to my upbringing, because the aspect of teaching somebody English, but also helping them with the dignity and education opportunity / job opportunity, will serve them well in life. And this is why I think it's very important. This is why I value a lot, because my parents appreciate the service work that I do for them and do for the people outside of me, and my opportunity to becoming a BC student here, and eventually graduating to become BC alumni and hopefully a lawyer.